Ladies and gentlemen, due to an impeachment hearing, that we are no longer going to be live, that I will not record on the day. This is where I'm going to find the topics, and then of course, we're going to talk about The Mandalorian. I have spoken. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of the Wednesday Wakens, recorded on Friday. Well, because of you do get this message that due to an ongoing situation evolving around America, well, which I'm not going to be discussing, as you already heard on the intro, I am actually going to record. It's going to be on Wednesday, or the 3 days of the hearings. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But, however, we're going to skip the politics, and we're going to go straight to the topics first, and then the review of Chapter 2 of The Mandalorian. So, here we go. Okay, we're going to start off with the topics regarding to Rise of Skywalker. Is of course with the ending. Now there are sources that says that the screen tested was a flop and everyone walked out. But to be honest, it's too early for me to say this, but like I say, of course, it's just because you know, it's just Rise of Skywalker. It's too early for me to, you know, I still have my doubts about this, but although I'm still hiding my excitement, I just, you know, too early to be excited, but also to you know, complain about. But like I say, this is just a source. And it's fake news, since Donald Trump says it. You are fake news. But I'm just kidding. It's not fake news, it's just sources, you know, that there's a walkout during the screen testing, and it's not that good. And although, speaking of not so good, oh yeah, speaking of not that good, with the uncertain future of Kathleen Kennedy as president of Lucasfilm. Yeah, there's a lot of criticism accusing her of pushing an agenda. Well, I for one, also not exonerating her of how she handled it, but it did say, of course, from Hollywood Reporter, Lucasfilm chief has directed lineup for a 2022 film, even if she has yet to settle on the direction of the marquee franchise involving mythology or her own future. Yeah, I'm gonna skip those because, as I know the fans are not happy about it. I don't blame them. I blame the idea. But overarching and billionaire questions for Disney. Where does Star Wars universe go from? Will Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy stay or exit? Will Disney CEO Bob Iger and film studio chief Alan Horn give her a chance to steer of a bulky behemoth into a smooth, light path? And given a rocky recent field with fired and sidelined directors and aborted projects, which filmmakers would even dare to take the next phase of Star Wars? Well, to answer the second one, I think she's gonna exit because her contract's up in 2021, and then she'll name Dave Filoni as president. Even though I want Dave Filoni to be president, since Clone Wars is wrapping up, but Jon Favreau, on the other hand, that's big shoes for him to fill. Because, the both of them are conservatives, and we know that the liberals, it's just, with politics. But, like I say, Dave Filoni should, of course, be a part of, to be the president. Because the Clone Wars 7th season is the last one. And even though I've admitted it, I'm admitting this, that Jon Favreau needs to help The Mandalorian. Okay, we got 2 more topics. We're going to be talking about, of course, another read-along with Issue 4 of the Dark Temple. And we are also going to be reviewing The Mandalorian, Chapter 2, The Child. Well, though I say to myself, the show must go on. And we began with Issue 4 of Dark Temple. We're almost done to the miniseries, close to its conclusion. A truce, a trap, and a traitor. And here we are, Planet Ototho. 2 of you, come with me. As we see the second sister and the Purge Troopers are looking for something. As the second sister ignites her lightsaber. So, what is it? Asked the Purge Trooper. There is writing on the wall up ahead. What language is that? It's nothing I've ever seen before. Inquisitor, over here. It's not a standard model built for salvage, maybe. And she turned on the droid that's been destroyed. And the droid said... The structure is highly unstable. You got it, us all killed. Who has? Oh, I'm sorry. I must be experiencing some sort of malfunction. Who has gotten you all killed? Who do you think? The ones who caused all of this? The Jedi. Stay here. And we cut to the same planet years earlier, with Master Kadorba and his apprentice, Ser Junda. Master, the truce we brokered between the Phylari and the Ontothons was clear. Nobody wanted to go inside. None of those people, yes. Then, is it a good idea for you two? Do you mean, is it a good idea for me to go in without you, sir? I want to make sure we aren't going to make things worse simply because of your curiosity. A very good question to ask, sir. Don't say it. Thinking like that shows me I am right to trust you to wait out there and make sure nothing goes wrong. I knew you were going to say that. And if they're good, try to go to the temple. Delanto Star's interest in that temple is more than just curiosity. He wanted something, sir, and we should know that. What he wants doesn't matter. This temple is in the care of the Phylari, and they don't have his company here. And you're so sure about the Phylari being super honest with us that their interest is in the temple is purely historical? I don't know, Master. What does that? Then that is why we want to find out what is going on at that temple. And also because I'm curious. Fascinating. Oh, it's you. Hello, Ser Junda. Hello, Thrilo. What are you doing here? Nothing. How dull. I was under the impression that the Jedi led interest lives full of the great and important adventures. My memory banks are full of the histories of the Jedi adventures. Who deeds will be remembered all the time, but you are the first Jedi I have encountered and find you quite forgettable. Do me a favor, Thrilo. I am ill-equipped for perceived favors, Ser Junda. Perhaps just forget you saw me there. I think you misunderstood. I don't have the ability to actually forget things. That was a figure of speech, Ser Junda. You need to be manually erase yourself from my memory bank. And as we see Master Kadorba get inside the temple while Ser Junda is going to be following him. It is so much larger than it seems from outside. Fascinating, say Cordova. Which way should I go? This language, I never see anything like it. It did. It's a trap! Curious. And he made a dodge. And those are blasters. None of that seemed part of the original architecture. Why would someone add booby traps to an ancient building. As he was getting distracted, Ser Judah goes down and sees... First, make sure you hide those bodies. Last thing we need is more Flyari showing up and trapping us here. He could have taken either of these paths. We'll split up and leave our security droids here. Make sure no one follows us. And when you find the Jedi, kill him. Looking for someone? It's the other one! Get her! And there were blasters everywhere as she's deflecting them. You don't seem happy to see me. Throw down your blasters. I don't want to hurt you. If you don't want to hurt... If she don't want to hurt him, but why is he, of course... But why are they, of course, blasting her? And deflecting the lightsaber. Can't say the same thing about you, Jedi. Drop your sword. Although one of them got a blaster behind her back. Not firing, but I don't think that's a blaster. And then we see the temple guards smashing down the Autothon officers. What was that? Open fire! And she dismembered a temple guard. Sure, but you're not allowed to dismember humans, but Disney's alright to dismember a stone temple guard and aliens. No! You all need to get out of here. And then she, of course, dismembered a thumb. And slashed his chest. And then, of course, deflected the blasters. Die, Jedi! Behind you! Ah! Ooh, I bet that was pretty ugly. Too bad it's not seen. That thing, it killed them all. Run! Wait! Right? There could be more traps. We need to go out of the way we came in. Will you slow down? The door. No! Get away! Eddie throw a grenade. You're gonna get us both killed. Open the door before getting gas. Hey, we see he's not breathing. He is trying not to breathe. This is Unit 2. At the temple. The Jedi attacked us. What are you doing? Help me. Everyone's gone. Tell Da to send everything he has. Tell him. But it's too late. He can't hold his breath. The use of the Force is Master Cordova. Quickly, sir. The doors are quite heavy. Well, I said that was closer than either of us. Do you agree? How did you find me? Oh. Man, how convenient. He says, over the years I have recognized the chaotic clatter comes from Ser Judah not listening to me from quite far away. But although they're trying to kill you too, Cordova, you and Seer. Just because they don't like the Jedi. and the walls are looking like they're gonna collapse. But then he just explained the walls may contain great troops. While Circe asked him, what good are these great troops to the people dying outside? I should learn from your compassion, my Padawan. But you are naive. That what's in here isn't cost to what happened out there. And then we come to later. And what was that noise? I'd like to know. I want this whole area secured. We need to get a team inside that temple as fast as we can. Those damn Fylari won't stop us now. You are in violation of the truce agreement between Antotho and the Fylari Delanto. Leave this area at once. Forget your truce. My men were killed in that by you and your feeble old master. Not by us, they weren't. But you don't even care, do you? You set them here to finally you could have a war once and for all. I'm a businessman and historian, Jedi. Why would I want to start a war? Because you think you should win. I know I will. We'll see. Open fire! And a war rages between the Fylari and the Antothons. With, of course, Cere. That freedom for Fylari! As she sprung into action and blasters everywhere. This is a battle. There's too many of them. If I can make it, maybe I can end this. You'll never get to him. You gotten us all killed, Jedi. There might be another way. If you could draw their fire so that I could get into that temple. Wyatt, what's even at that temple? We've been... Nirali, do not betray us. Nirali, whatever you do, whatever it is, go do it now. I must send this back to the Jedi Council at once. If the secrets of the temple can't be translated, then I must... Oh no, they got here fast. Hang on, Cere, I'm coming. Blah! I'm sorry, old man, but can't let anything get in our own. Do what I ask. Is Master Cordova dead or something? Oh no, I think it's a stun gun. To be concluded. Okay, we're gonna get to Jedi Fallen Order Issue 5, which is going to be the conclusion of the mini-series. Guess it'll be coming in December? Who knows? But now we are in The Mandalorian. We are at the main event, the main topic, and it's, of course, The Mandalorian. Alright, we're going to begin with... Oh, no, wait. The topics are at the beginning. Alright, we're going to end it with The Mandalorian. Sure, man, there were sound effects in there. I mean, the less dialogue, I'm okay with less dialogue. I mean, the same thing with the Anakin versus Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars from the Clone Wars miniseries by Genndy Tartakovsky. So, like I said, I enjoyed the episodes with no dialogue, but you know, like I say, this one is the other episode with no dialogue. And I mean, there was the fight scene, and I enjoyed the fight scene. But like I say, I'm keeping it spoiler free. But there are some sound effects, though. I did not. One of the sound effects that kind of threw me off the bus again. It threw me off again, but this time it threw me off the Sandcrawler. Although, that's what I'm saying, of course. But I'm growing fond of this show, nevertheless. And the name of the Chapter 2 is called The Child. But although I'm looking forward to see where it goes next. But instead, alright guys, again, the next one I'm going to be talking about will contain a full-on spoiler. So, this is your warning. If you did not watch The Mandalorian, unless you don't want to subscribe to Disney Plus, because after what happened to The Last Jedi and etc., you might want to stop right now. Even if you got a Disney Plus subscription, or unless you're not a Star Wars fan, you might want to skip to the closing out the episode. Or you might want to watch it on Disney Plus. That's what I'm telling you. You need to be careful with it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the alarm right now. Okay, we begin with the episode of The Mandalorian with a recap after what happened with episode 1. And yes, we already know what happened to IG-11. Got destroyed by the Mandalorian because he's trying to kill a child that kind of looks like Yoda. Which is a 50-year-old target, which I got mistaken for a 500. And although just a baby, that, well, in human years, that is a middle age. But at the alien species like Yoda, that's the baby age. You know? I don't know much about that. Yoda life said that they live up to be 900 years old. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is they live up to be 900. But nonetheless, we cut to the planet, the same planet where met and destroyed IG-11. And of course, we see back at Arvala 7 with, of course, with the Mandalorian and the baby. Walking in the desert, making sure the coast is clear, but though gets confronted by Trandoshans. And he forgot to close the crib because that is a baby and it's watching. That baby is watching of course, the fight. And then the Trandoshan got blown up. Baby didn't cry or anything. So then, of course, then at the campfire, the Mandalorian came by, and of course, just use that fire. I know it's too early for Christmas and all, but chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And the baby got out of the crib. Wait, what? The baby just got out of the crib. I'm gonna have to say this, but I have several questions. And that's one of them, being rhetorical. How the hell did the baby of the Yoda species, how the hell did that baby get out of the crib? You know, the pond, just in case. And then the Mandalorian was looking at something. Maybe maybe one of the Jawas are part of the bounty or something, or just see robot parts or anything. And then, of course, the Mandalorian just recognized the parts, and then he disintegrated. Get ready for the body count. 3 Jawas were disintegrated. Well, sorry, it's not my count. But although, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. But although, I'm just saying, of course, making that sound, of course, you know, the Jawas were throwing junk at the Mandalorian as he climbs up. Well, it's a sandcrawler, and then, of course, chasing him in pursuit, and then the cliff, and I would just make a facial expression. And then, got back up, and then, of course, just gotten up. And then, with one sound effect that threw me off the bus was the helmet, the impact of the helmet. Sound like a frying pan from Tom and Jerry. And that's ridiculous. To be honest, that sound effect is just ridiculous. And then, as he confronted the Jawas, but the Jawas got to him, and the jolt of electricity, and he fell off. Throw the Mandalorian from the sandcrawler. As he was laying there, the baby just standing there. And then, of course, Mandalorian go back to Razor Crest, but it was salvaged. And then he gets to Newell. Hard to pronounce. It's played by Nick Nolte. It then said that his ship was destroyed. But then got stripped. Not destroyed. But it said stripped and destroyed. It's the same thing. And the baby got out of his pond. And then, of course, a pretty funny scene right there. It was the same creature that Jawa Osborne just bit the head out of to bang the gun. Get it on. With a pod racing, that is. But instead of spitting it out, the Mandalorian told the baby, it just swallowed that creature whole. Yeah, that scene made me laugh. And then the Jawas were greeting with Newell, but the Mandalorian, they were not too friendly with him after what happened. And then the Jawas were teasing him of his Huttese. Sorry, of Jawa. The Jawa language. And then he used the flamethrower. Don't worry, not Jawas are dead. Not all of them. And they want the Mandalorian armor. The Mandalorian declined. Well, roughly. And then they want the child. But he declined because that child is worth living rather than dead. And then they decided they want the egg. They want their parts back. They gotta get the egg from a beast. And that beast, I thought it was a reek, but it was actually a mud beast. And then, of course, bowing to it. And then the baby's just used to force. It's like, sure, that battle's not over quickly. I just enjoyed the battle scene. Muddy, dirtied, knocked out unconscious, and then the baby used the force. And then Mandalorian just finished off the mud beast. And then, oh no. Did it die? But then moving its head, and I was sighing of relief. The baby's just asleep after using the force. I think that must be Yaddle and Yoda's kid. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna go to there. And then the Jawas so tired of waiting, and then the Mandalorian came back. And then, of course, the Nihil just told the Jawas to say Mando. And then they got the egg. And Nihil said, I'm surprised that you waited long enough. And then the Mandalorian say, I forgot what he said. And then with the child using the force, he doesn't know what's going on. But I'm surprised the Mandalorian survived. Even if that armor was supposed to kill him. Even that horn was supposed to kill him. But then, of course, he fixed up the ship, and then Mandalorian offered him to be part of the crew. But he gladly turned it down. And Nihil, I would tell me to say the last words, but I was disappointed. Until he said those 3 words, I have spoken. And when I say, he said it, just like I said with the Schmodown. Okay, now I'm stuck saying, well, Jennifer. And then fly off of the Razor Crest. See, the baby's awake, but still asleep. Whew. And then the baby was awake. Flying off with the Mandalorian. The crest. And that was the end. I really enjoyed the episode. I mean, the episode's great. I mean, it's less dialogue, more action. But the sound effect was kind of clumsy, though. But the sound effect of, throwing a rock at the Mandalorian, it's kind of clumsy, though. Although, that's gonna do about it for this review, and it's time to end the episode.